Here's an example of a strong, most meaningful entry from an AMCAS work and activity sketch. Pause the video here so that you can read the entry in its entirety before we get into what makes it so great. This is such a strong entry because the writer uses the initial 700 characters allotted to them to describe the roles and responsibilities of this experience. Then, they adequately use the additional 1,325 characters for the most meaningful aspect to showcase to the readers why this was a meaningful and transformative experience. The writer highlights a specific experience that taught them the importance of being diligent, even when completing routine tasks. In this case, they noticed a patient's irregular heartbeat when documenting their vital signs, which allowed them to alert the patient's physician, highlighting why this was a meaningful or transformative experience for them. In this entry, the writer also uses the specific experience to show the reader the skills and traits that they gained and refined that align with the AAMC core competencies for entering medical students. In this case, commitment to learning and growth and empathy and compassion competencies were the ones that were adequately highlighted. When deciding which activity to use for one of your three most meaningful experiences, you want to ask yourself the following questions. Did it leave you feeling transformed? Did it make you feel like you were making a difference or contributing in a meaningful way? Did it radically shift your perspectives or your priorities? And did the experience help make you into the person that you are today? If you answered yes to one or more of these questions, there is a good chance that these should be noted as a most meaningful experience in your AMCAS work and activity sketch. Once you select your most meaningful experiences, make sure you follow in the footsteps of the writer here and highlight your core competencies using specific examples, and make sure your writing is free of grammar and spelling errors or any red flags that could be detrimental to your application as a whole. Now that you know how to tackle the most meaningful entries on your AMCAS work and activity sketch, you're ready to get started on your application. But until then,